What's up? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land, YouTube on a Monday. Happy Monday to you and yours out there. I want to show off a couple of things from Rob Zombie that I picked up in the last month. Things that I can't stop thinking about. We're going to talk about his brand new 4K release of The Devil's Rejects. Beautiful release, absolutely incredible. If you're a Rob Zombie fan, if you're a fan of grindhouse cinema, of the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses, you're going to need this in your life. But even more importantly, his very first script, House of a Thousand Corpses, the Rob Zombie book. We got to break this thing out. However you're doing out there, however you found me, thanks for being here. Listen, man, it's no secret that The Devil's Rejects on 4K was one of my most anticipated releases of the year. If not for Save A Nightmare on Elm Street in that box set, this was number one probably, and Night of the Living Dead 1990. No shade there. What's cool about this is we get the possibility of daydreaming of maybe Halloween on 4K, H2, Lords of Salem, even the previous film, House of a Thousand Corpses on 4K would be so sick. So this is the Lionsgate Limited. Let's talk about the slipcover. Comes right off, so you got that classy thing. Here is the back cover. On the inside, you get some cards, and you get, these cards are kind of cool because they're rounded off. I can't remember if I already showed this off in October, but really cool cards. Hopefully there's no nudity here. Excellent film. I'm not going to go over this film because I feel like everybody and their mom, even their dog, has sat through The Devil's Rejects. This is one of the biggest releases of 2005. This was one of those films, if I can just go back and talk about the movie for a second. I went to opening night, I want to say I was in Walla Walla, Washington, and one of my family members had seen it and said, don't watch that. It's evil. You want to know how evil it is? Evil enough to give away. Want this digital copy? Zoom in. I'll even freeze frame it for a second. Pick this thing up, 4K. We're talking CQSSB A4EKL6S4GX6. Somebody steal that, put that on your Voodoo, Fandango, whatever you want to do. On the inside of this disc here, you got really cool disc art. You get the 30 Days in Hell documentary, which is amazing. Everything Rob does behind the scenes, like I eat it up like it's fucking goldfish, like my kid, and they're going out of style, right? Every flavor of goldfish, every flavor of Rob Zombie documentaries is what I want. You get The Devil's Rejects, you get the Blu-ray, and you get the brand new 4K Dolby Vision. How does it look? It looks really good. I think there's going to be purists out there. They're going to say that, maybe there's a little bit too much grain in there for them. I think that's stupid because I think grain makes you feel like this was actually shot on film. And that's what I love about this film. I love the music. I love everything about The Devil's Rejects. Talk about the best outro song to go out ever of all time. Freebird, are you kidding me? One of the best, most ridiculous endings of all time. Unfortunately, we had to go through Three from Hell, and I'm not a big fan of that film. But it's kind of silly to think that they were going to survive that, but I love the way they go out. I love Skinner. I love everything about the guitar solo. It just... From the Allman Brothers, how they open it with Midnight Rider, to all the different songs, Let Your Lights, everything about this film is perfect, man. It's a perfect 80s exploitation, sleazy, just nasty 70s film. When you think 70s films, man, and you want a good representation, you can tell that Rob seriously cares about him, and I seriously care about Rob, and this is the release that you need. You just do. This looks damn good. It's going to be a little bit muddy as far as like it doesn't pop. It still pops, but the colors are supposed to be kind of matte. They're supposed to be kind of gross. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of gore. And I know people are upset that it's not unrated. Okay? This is Rob Zombie's psychotic masterpiece. I want the unrated. Well, go watch it on Blu-ray then. Okay? Give me the best possible version. This is what I remember in the theater. As much as I love gore and the unrated stuff, I just want it to look good. I want it to sound good. And for my money, man, this is a great release. Lionsgate, chef's kiss, man, absolutely killed it. Now let's move on to Rob Zombie's book, the script to House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm going to try to put it down and move the microphone so I can show you what this thing is. This is a hardbound book. Okay, and when this thing first came out, I thought that I screwed up because it sold out on Amazon, and I did not order it because I thought it just seemed a little bit too expensive for my blood. However, I went into Barnes & Noble. I picked this thing up for $40. This thing is loaded. This is kind of the back page here. Absolutely incredible, you guys. I've already read this thing, and I brought it to work to start reading it again on my lunch breaks. It's like hand-drawn. If you're a fan of Rob Zombie, you're going to need this in your life. Here's the opening title card here. You've got Rob's artwork, House of a Thousand Corpses, okay? It's dedicated to all the people that had passed away that were involved in any of Rob's films. You've got kind of like his intro letters here, welcome to House of a Thousand Corpses. There's just tons and tons of background stuff. You get like his drawings, his set designs, you get like how he opens it, his different narrations. He'll cross things out. He'll say, oh yeah, no, we're gonna go with this one. Then he'll have like little notes from the actors. He'll have this like Sid Haig here, like Sid Haig signed this, wrote Rob this note on these press sheets. I don't know if he took the letters and kind of hyperimposed them or whatever, but it's an unbelievable, it's fumbling over my words, you guys. It is that damn good. Press photos, but it's just fun to read Rob's thoughts as he goes through it. Like, there's so much content in here, and look at that. We should just do an entire video just on this book, and I kind of wanted to get into it because I got this and then I got the Lionsgate, and it's just been like a little Rob Zombie renaissance at my place. So huge fan. Look at this artwork. Absolutely incredible. See if I can find another really good photo to kind of end us here. Yeah, he's got like stock stuff where he's like trying out, he's got the Albert Fish, like how he's designing the murder ride and the different sets and his thoughts behind it and what he thinks should be on there. He's got Lizzie Borden stuff. He's got kind of like behind the scenes of how they were trying it with Ed Gein here, the butcher, right? He's got like stuff on music. He's got the postcards. He's like there behind the camera. It's just an absolute horror fan's dream, man. Look at this behind the scenes photo. The Ed Gein piece. The little exhibit, the attraction there. It's overwhelming, man. This is one of the coolest books, and as you go through, you get each character's kind of press photos and like people he was deciding on and his thoughts on it. As it gets into the deeper stuff with Dr. Satan, it just continues to compound interest as one of just the best movies, first of all, and it's just absolutely incredible. For $40, if you can go to your Barnes & Noble and pick this thing up, it was on sale, and I felt like I said $60, but I got it for $20 off. Rob Zombie, House of a Thousand Corpses, the book, the script, the manuscript, unbelievable. Pair that with The Devil's Rejects, one of the best Rob Zombie films, man, and you got yourself, if you missed out during October, it's not too late. Go on Amazon, go wherever you get movies and pick this thing up, because even people that aren't massive horror fans, I feel like, can really get into The Devil's Rejects. If you can get through a little bit of the assault stuff in the hotel room, because I know that's a little bit triggering and that's kind of intense. Bill Moseley's there's a podcast with him where he talks about it and how the actress was like encouraging him to go farther because art is not meant to be safe. That's a Rob Zombie quote, and that is exactly what's so cool about The Devil's Rejects, guys. Pick these things up. Absolutely incredible. We got some more stuff coming this week. I got some movies to watch, some stuff to review. I hope you guys have a great week. If you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there, ring the bell so you get notified when a new video comes up. All those stupid things that YouTubers are supposed to say. Until next time, take great care of yourselves. Cheers.